If you got your good book,
Thank you.
as I call it, your study guide, just go with me in Acts 12. I'm going to try to read from verse 1 to verse 3. So if you got your good book, the Custom of Pleasant Grove, if you can't stand, just sit. But if you can, just raise up for a little bit and just let God's word speak to your heart. Mama Johnson, I know what you're going through because I've been there with you, praying with you and ask God to show favor for his people. So if you got your good book, just go and follow me as I read from verse 1, go down to 3. And now that time that Herod the king stretched forth his hand and vexed certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with a sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. My brothers and sisters, I got a topic for you. Amen. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel mad. But let's turn to your neighbor for a little while. All right. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. A change is going to come. Say it again. Say it, neighbor. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. A change is going to come. A change is going to come. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. I know because the change is going to come. So Chairman Summary, I remember a couple months ago in Bible study, we call it Dynastic Wednesday. And my pastor asked the question, and he said, why folks leaving the church? And we sit down and we give a lot of answers, and we try to come up with the best answer why the folks is leaving the church. And I went home, as the pastor said, you got to study the word to know what you're talking about. And Chairman Summary, I went home and I get in the good book. And when I get in the good book and I go and see when Aaron stretched forth his hand and vexed certain church, but Chairman, he didn't tell me why he vexed the church. I know because the church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always, Mama Bass. I know because I sit down and I realize what God was trying to do to us, but the church was still praying. All right. I know the church is in trouble because trouble don't last always, Mama Summary. I know if you go back and remember Saul made the havoc of the church. And he used to go in the houses and remove folks from the house, the men and the women, and bring them to prison. The church was always in trouble. But I know that trouble don't last always because a change always gonna come. You might not know, Mama Summary. You see, the church, Mama Summary, the church is in trouble, but I know the trouble don't last always. I know, basically speaking, the church, Mama Summary, the church where people still in crisis and tragedy, Deacon Summary, how the people would flock to the church. They would flock to the church for spiritual healing, spiritual protection. They would flock to the church for the answer. Pastor, the church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. I know trouble don't last always because a change is going to come. Pastor, when I look back, this is the 21st century. The church still hold weight. People still flock to the church for the answer. People still flock to the church for protection. People still flock to the church for spiritual healing. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. All right. You don't really know. In the 21st century, Mama Summary, the church is working off of two levels. I want you guys to just sit back and listen to me. The church is working off of two levels. The church organization. And the church, the organism. I want you guys to sit back and listen to me. The church, the organization, and the church, the organism. Let me explain. An organization means a body of people with a particular purpose. That's the organization of the church. We get confused with the organism of the church. And the organism, in summary, is a material structure of an individual life form. That's the body of Christ. And just listen for a minute. Within the organization of the church, you have hate, misunderstanding, jealousy, lust, greed, dishonesty, disloyalty, confusion, shamefulness, secret society, and mismanagement of the church. That's within the organization of the church. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. See, when you go back down to the organism, which is the body of Christ, Pastor, you find nothing but love, Pastor. Love, Pastor, peace. You find nothing but kindness, giving, forgiveness, patience, trustworthiness, honesty, service, good deed, understanding, availability, and compassion. That's within the organization, within the organism of the church. My brothers and sisters, I just want you to listen to me for a minute. Don't get me confused, because God wants his folks to organize and get it right. And sometimes we get confused why the church is in so much mess. But I said, trouble don't last always. I said to myself, Pastor, had you tell me to study the word, and when I go back in the good book, I realize when James, when Aaron stretched forth his hand and he was mad at the church, Pastor, and he killed James, who was the brother of John, but the church was still praying. The church, although we put Peter, trying to put Peter in prison, the church was still praying. I need you to understand the difference between the organization of the church and the organism of the church. We getting confused. We getting confused what it is. Because in the organization of the church, Jim and summary, you get mad. You can leave and go to another church. But if you live within the organism of the church, if you get mad with me, Jim and summary, you're going to come and talk to me because you're living within the organism of the church, not the organization of the church. So don't get confused, my brothers and sisters. Within the organization of the church, within the organization of the church, Jim and summary, I realize folks is taking God's work for granted. Yes, sir. You see, when I'm talking about mismanagement of the church, I went and I see this pastor, and he was giving a deposition how he used God's fund for the church, and he was talking, he was being greedy, and he told the lawyer, said, I have to buy expensive suit, and the lawyer asked him, what kind of suit you have to buy? And he said, I buy Gucci, a money suit. And he said, why you have to mismanagement the church fund? Because he's living within the organization of the church, and he's not living with the organism of the church. And we get confused. My brothers and sisters, we get confused. So we need to start living within the organism of the church, within the body of Christ. So if someone mad at you, Pastor, you can just say, you know what? I'm living within God, within myself, within the organism of the church. But I will pray for you. I will talk to you. I won't leave to another church, because the same thing at this church is at another church. The same frustration at this church is at another church. The same confusion in this church is at that church. The same nastiness in this church is at that church. But if you live within the organism of the church, don't get confused. Don't get confused with the organization. You see the greed. The Bible tells us that you should pay your preacher. The Bible tells you should pay your pastor. But the pastor gonna get greedy because he's living within the organization of the church. You see, the pastor ain't gonna worry if the church can't pay him this Sunday, because he's living within the organism of the church, because he's doing God work. And God will figure out a way to make sure the pastor's need is met. The church is in trouble, but trouble don't last always. A change is going to come, my brothers and sisters. So don't hold tight. And when Pastor asks the question, why folks is leaving the church, and we give different answers. And Pastor start talking to us, and I go home and I sit down and I realize the pew's getting empty. Because folks are living within the organization. They feel like if I'm not working right here, I can move to another church. But the organization is within you. The body of the organism is within you. So if you believe that God is working, that God is doing what is right for you, then why the pew is empty? But a lot of folks is living within the organization of the church. And that's why the church is getting empty. Chairman summary. Within the organization, they can go home and watch TV. Within the organization, they can use their phone. Within the organization, they can get on Facebook. Within the organization, they can get on WhatsApp. Within the organization of the church. So stay within the organism of the church. Don't follow no folks. Because God said, if the pastor's giving problem, I'll take care of the pastor. Don't worry about the pastor. Just listen to the word that the pastor gives to you. Because the pastor have to go home and go talk to God why he messed up in the church. The pastor have to go home and talk to God why he mismanaged the church fund. The pastor have to go home and talk to God why he's so dishonest in the church. The pastor have to go home and tell God why he's so disloyal in the church. The pastor have to go home and talk to God why I'm lusting in the church. The pastor have to go home and tell him God, woo! Within the organization. Just get out the organization of the church. And stay within the organism of the church. My brothers and sisters, I don't want to hold you too long, my brothers and sisters, because I don't preach too long, but I know a change is going to come. I know a change is going to come because the church is still praying. And all we got to do, my brothers and sisters, get out of the organization of the church and start living within the organism of the church. My brothers and sisters, I'm fixing to close, but keep praying for the church. We must understand a simple concept that God is a prime mover. My brothers and sisters, in other words, all things begin and end with God. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, God is possible. Within the organism of the church. Within the organism of the church, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, my brothers and sisters, there won't be no hate, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, there won't be no misunderstanding, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, my brothers and sisters, there won't be no misunderstanding, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, there won't be no jealousy, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, there won't be no lust, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, there won't be no greed, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, my brothers and sisters, there won't be no dishonesty, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism of the church, there will be no disloyalty in the church, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism, there will be no confusion in the church, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism, there will be no shamefulness in my brothers and sisters. Within the organism, there will be no secret society in the church, my brothers and sisters. Within the organism, there will be no mismanagement in the church, my brothers. So live within the organism of the church. Just live within the organism of the church. You don't have to worry about the church being full, because the people that live in with the organism, when they come to the church, like my brother Smith said, it's a warm, feel good welcome, because he's in the organism of the church. If he was in the organization of the church, he was worried looking at his watch what time he gonna leave the church. But because he's in the organism of the church, he said he have a good spirit in the church. Yeah, my brothers and sisters, I don't want to hold you, but just stay within the organism of the church. Don't get confused, my brothers and sisters. Stay within the organism of the church. Stay within the organism of the church. And if you stay within the organism of the church, all this stuff is going on. The church will still hold weight. People will still run to the church. People still run to the church to this day. Because the church hold weight, because the folks that staying within the organism is still praying. Still praying for the church. I just want you guys to just stay within the organism of the church. The organization of the church, that's what destroying the church. Because within the organization, Pastor, everyone want to be the man. But if you're within the organism of the church, you don't have to worry about a car because God don't provide transportation for you. You don't have to worry if you stay within the organism of the church. All the backbiting won't bother you, Pastor. Won't make a difference in your life because you're staying within the organism of the church. And for that I say, thank you, Pleasant Grove, to allow me as your humble servant. God is blessing me right now. Right now. God is blessing me right now. Oh, He woke me up this morning. Right now, oh, the Lord is blessing me right now, oh, He woke me up this morning, carrying along the Lord is blessing me right now. The door's open.